What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we're talking all about my Tesla dying on me at 113,000 miles. And I wanted to go over the battery cost replacement, warranty, if you do have warranty, and how to find it, tips and tricks on how to make the most out of your Tesla. If you want to stick through the end of the video, we'll go through Q&A. So if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and go ahead and like the video, and we'll get on into it. Okay, the car officially will not charge at all. I've been stuck at the supercharger for 51 minutes and it has not charged and gone up. Unable to charge. It's freaking raining right now and my car won't charge. I'm so worried, like, what the heck where am I gonna stay at? Okay, so let me give you guys the story of my Tesla dying on me at 113,000 miles. So I was in Mount Rainier, Washington, and I was going up a steep incline to the mountain, and I got this error message. It said, unable to charge, maximum charge level reached. And I was kind of weirded out by this because I was at 50%, and by the time I made it down the mountain, I would be at like 30-something percent, 35%. And so I went to a supercharger at night, and I plugged in my car, and I got the error message again, like your charge level is maxed out, because it went from 11 kilowatts to 8 to 6 to 2, and then it just topped off at 36%. And I was kind of like, what's going on here? I tried unplugging it, plugging it back in, tried hard resetting the car. I searched up also stuff that you can unplug the high voltage cap inside the back under the rear seats. But if you do that, you're risking your life because that's like voltage, electricity, and I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I went to a service center the next day and I asked them about my situation. I said, hey, what's going on here? And the weird thing that they said was, hey man, it's gonna cost X amount. And I was like, what do you mean? And then the guy was like, yeah, just wait a few hours, we'll assess it. And I was like, okay. So I waited a few hours and he found out that I was under the warranty, which was 120,000 miles. I have a Tesla Model Y 2021. So my Tesla battery dying at 113,000 miles, which actually a good thing because it was under the warranty. They replaced it for free. So the entire cost of the battery was free for me because it was under warranty. But the scary thing was if I was in like somewhere else, like a random area with no service centers, I would be SOL. Like I would have to get this car towed by using either Starlink or, you know, I don't know, just getting it towed to a place if you're nowhere near a service center is kind of mind-boggling to me. Okay, so let's talk battery cost. How much will it cost if you are out of warranty? Well, the average cost for a battery for a 2021 Tesla Model Y is around $15,000. I Googled it for you guys. But there's also other sayings there where it's $5,000 to $20,000. But, you know, it's a lot of money, right? If you're out of warranty, then you have to pay that cost. I heard and seen that Teslas can range from 300,000 miles to 500,000 miles on the original battery pack. But mine decided to die on me for this reason. I texted him, okay, thank you. Is there any reason to why my battery died and how I can prevent this? He says, one of the bricks in your HV battery, high voltage battery, had a short, which was causing your charging issue. There was not an outside influence caused this issue to arise. So there really isn't anything you can do to prevent this. The warranty on your replacement battery will fall under your current high voltage battery warranty, which is good until this date, or 120,000 miles, whichever comes first. Your high voltage battery that will be replaced is a remanufactured battery. Said thank you. But they gave me a loaner car for 6 days because it took them a while to order the battery, get it replaced, and then do everything else that they needed to do. But yeah, I had a loaner car from Tesla for free. I got the battery replaced for free. I will show you the invoice right here. I was so thankful for one because I was near a service center in Washington. Had I been somewhere else, it would have been a very different story. Okay, and you're probably wondering, Nico, how do I find my warranty? I have a Tesla Model S, I have a Tesla Model X. Well, don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys how to find it. So if you go in through your app and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're gonna see this ticker called Specs and Warranty. You're gonna wanna click that and then press on the right side, it says Warranty. And you're gonna see your warranty for your basic vehicle, battery limited warranty, and your drive unit. And the warranties are a little different for each model. So the Model S and X, they get the most generous battery warranty, which is around 8 years or 150,000 miles. Whereas the long range and performance Model 3s, in addition to all-wheel drive Model Ys, get an 8-year or 120,000 mile warranty, which is mine. Okay, so for charging habits, this is what you're gonna wanna do for your Tesla to keep it for a longer period of time without having to replace the battery. So a good charging tip is from the Tesla website. It says, charging routine. Try to avoid keeping the battery below 20% charged for an extended period of time. Okay, and another tip is to not charge your Tesla to 100% all the time. You only want to do it when you're on road trips, something very rare. So if you're going to a long distance and you have to get 100%, it's okay, but just do it occasionally and not as a daily driver. That's if you have the NCM battery. The other side is the LFP battery, which is the newer battery. You're able to charge to 100% very often and you'll be okay. But the NCM battery is the older batteries on the Teslas. And some people didn't know this, but if you tap on the battery percentage, it'll give you a conversion into miles. So if you want to check your battery into miles, just press on this icon. And I also took the Model Y owner's manual for the high voltage battery information. It says the most important way to preserve the high voltage battery is to leave your vehicle plugged in when you're not using it. It's particularly important if you are not planning to drive the Model Y for several weeks. Okay, and another tip and trick is know where you're going, know your routes. If you click on the screen of the iPad in the middle of the Tesla, you can pretty much see all the superchargers in that area. So if you're routing to, let's say, a national park, make sure that you have superchargers nearby. And also you could download the PlugShare app. You're able to filter it to see free chargers in the area. And it's super helpful if you're going to remote places, but also make sure that you have a service center nearby. And it's going to be really helpful in the event that you do need to replace your battery or get anything that needs maintenance on it. Oh, and I forgot to mention also, you can use Starlink in the event that you need to call a tow. And that's super helpful if you're in remote areas. And I would really suggest that you have some type of communication, even like one of those Garmin ones, you know, the orange ones that are for emergency situations. Always have a plan where you can call like a tow service or something like that, because it would pretty much save you if you have something in the event like this happens to you. Okay, now we're gonna go on to some possibilities of why my Tesla probably died on me. So I pretty much lived in this Tesla for like 5 months where I'm running the climate control every night. That's number one, but I also had a Tesla fridge plugged up every single night. But the fun fact, the cigarette lighter now gets deactivated after you leave the vehicle, possible reason. I also pretty much kept my car on at all times. And then the weird thing is, before all of this happened, I was in Canada for about like a week. And, you know, I heard that Teslas don't do well in cold climates. So that possibly had a little bit of something to do with it. But also a month prior, I was charging my battery to 100% very often. So that was an issue. So biz.r asks, does everyone heat up the battery on the way to a supercharger, or does everyone heat up the battery at the supercharger? So a fun fact is that when you press a location to supercharge at, like a supercharger station on your iPad in the middle of your screen, that will automatically precondition your vehicle, your Tesla, to get to the supercharger to then charge up a lot quicker. Versus you just pop up to a charger and then you just plug it in, right? That is not good. You want to heat up your battery before you get to the supercharger. For one, it's optimal for your healthy battery to make it last a lot longer. But number two is you could charge a lot quicker when you get to the superchargers. And Min Hawa, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, sorry, but this is one of my biggest fears. I'm in the market for a Tesla, congratulations. Gonna finally switch to EV, but should I be worried? Is this a common thing? Thank you. Hope you get your car fixed and good as new again. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, so it got fixed, got replaced for free. This is not a common thing. This is a very rare event that happened. And sometimes, yeah, the guy literally told me, the service guy said that it's a bad brick and it just so happened to be your battery. So this is a very rare event. It's not like a repetitive thing that will be repeated on multiple Teslas. And don't be afraid that this situation is going to be the same as your situation, because everyone's situation is going to be different. And just take that into account, right? This is not a event that will happen to everybody. LAV Tech, I like the name, says, "Hey Nico, good to see they took care of you. Thank you. Is your Model Y a long range model?" Yes, it is. It's a 2021 Tesla Model Y, long range, 291 miles. Wonder if it's an NMC versus LFP battery chemistry would make as a big difference as some people say. So the LFP battery is the newer battery that goes inside like the newer Teslas. And on those LFP batteries, you can charge up to 100% and not have to worry about pretty much degradation of the battery, right? It's a stronger battery. It's a new updated battery by Tesla. My little brother has a LFP battery on his Model 3, and he's able to charge up to 100% all the time, no problem. And he hasn't had any issues, unlike me. K1 Lee asks, does warranty restart since you got the new battery? So unfortunately, it's not covered. It's a refurbished battery, meaning that it's been used before and they just repurposed it and put it on my Tesla Model Y. So unfortunately, it's not like reset. It's basically still 120,000 miles, which unfortunately my Tesla now has reached 121,838 miles as of this recording in January. So yeah, to answer your question, it does not reset the warranty on my Tesla. So I'm out of warranty. If I do get another battery replacement cost, I would have to pay that out of pocket, unfortunately. But hey, man, it is what it is, right? All right, and for the last question / comment, this is going to be Kung Fool. I like the name. The amount of misinformed and uninformed people in the comment section is wild. If you never drive or own an EV, I suggest you guys do some research. High voltage battery failure is rare and happens only on certain extreme cases. Also, most people forget that most EV drivers used to drive ICE or gas cars before, including myself. With that said, I will never ever go back to gas car, LOL. There's just so much that an EV, in my case, Tesla, has to offer technology-wise. I like the perspective, and yes, it is a rarity that my Tesla battery decided to die on me, and there was these all factors that could have played into it that the techs like pretty much couldn't rule anything out, and so they just said like there's nothing that you could have done. And it's a rare extreme case. So there's batteries out there that last 300,000 miles and it's like the same original battery, right? So it's case by case, right? And yeah, what to the point of Kung Fool is saying, like, there is so much other stuff, like tech-wise, that make the Tesla a great product. You have climate control. Supercharging costs around $15 to $20 to charge from 20% to 80%. No fumes. The maintenance cost on my car, all I had was the major expenses for maintenance costs was upper control arms, which was around $800, new tires on my Tesla. Yeah, there's so many other benefits to driving a Tesla. Low maintenance cost, climate controlled, autopilot, full self-drive, summon. There's like no engine, so you have more room in the front. There's so many other things that play into owning a EV vehicle that, you know, a battery replacement cost, like having the fear of that kind of overrides it, I think, in my opinion, right? And it was free, so I'm thankful for that. But if it was not free, I would have to pay out of pocket 15 grand, which is quite a lot of money. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you guys want to see more, and we'll hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. And as always, if you want a Tesla, you can click my link in the description below. You'll get $1,000 off your first new Tesla. To mention, if you guys want to watch the video where my Tesla actually died on me, you could watch this video right here. Go ahead and click it and you could watch it and let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys.